Hey everyone, it feels like forever since we've chatted. I'm still working from home, as you can see, as is the entire Valorant dev team. And it was crazy shipping this game from home, away from the office, away from the team, away from all of our work stuff. But I'm still super glad we did it, because now the game is finally officially in your hands and we can start on this journey together. So we launched the game, and it is really hard for game developers to let their work go. We never know if it's quite good enough, if it's done, if it's ready. But the reality is the game's never going to be done. This is just the start for us. You're always going to be finding new things for us to work on, to improve, to chase. And so it's not like the team's all moved on to their next big game. This is their big game, and they're all hard at work on a bunch of new things, and that's what I'm here to give you an update on today. So we knew that ranked was going to be the most important thing to get out there, and I know it feels like it took forever. It felt like forever to us as well. And now that that's out, now what? So what you can expect over the next couple of months are a number of quality of life improvements to the game, things we've heard you asking for directly, and a lot of those may have already shipped by the time this video comes out. Those are things like early surrender, the ability to remake matches, timeouts. We want to get a little more protection in there for our streamers. We've also made a number of UX improvements based on feedback we've heard from you. And then obviously you're going to see the regular cadence of bug fixes and balance changes in order to keep the game in a really healthy state. You can expect the next big content drop at the beginning of Act 2. So let's talk a little bit actually about episodes and acts. Episodes are meant to last about 6 months, with acts lasting about 2 months each, so 3 acts per episode. We're going to ask for a little flexibility here because we need to navigate around things like holidays and such, but that's pretty much the cadence that we're targeting. Agents will release at the beginning of an act, so if your math skills are awesome, you've figured out that we're targeting about 6 agents a year. This is another place where we're going to need a little flexibility because we really need to follow your cues here. How many agents are too many? How many are too few? But right now, 6 is the sweet spot, so 6 is what we're targeting. Episodes and acts are also where we'll start telling some of the game's story. Now, some of you are like, story, who cares? And others of you are like, why the heck is there a giant island floating in the sky? And what are all these glowy boxes doing all over the place? We'll start peeling back the layers of the game's story over the course of the year, with significantly more to come around episode 2. Some of you are already starting to piece it together, which has been really cool to watch. Battle passes will also release act to act, so 3 per episode, and then skins and such every week or 2 throughout. Now, major features will likely release at the start of an episode. That doesn't mean that we're not going to try some stuff out between now and the beginning of episode 2, but we want the start of an episode to feel significant, like an evolution of the game. So you can expect bigger things to happen at an episode start, things like a map release, or like I mentioned, a major new feature release. As for game modes, this is a place where we're actually accelerating development. You know, originally we had only planned to launch with the core bomb mode, but what we heard right out of the gate from all of you was that you were looking for a downtime mode, something shorter, and so we released Spike Rush, but that team is just getting started. And we're not really sure yet exactly when we're going to release modes, whether that's at the act level or the episode level, but what I can say is that you're likely to see a new one before the beginning of episode 2. So why episodes? Why don't we just call them seasons? Well, depending on what game you're joining us from, seasons can mean a whole host of things. It can mean the beginning of ranked progression. It could mean the beginning of an esports season. It could mean a major new content drop. All of those things can really mean the start of a season. And so for us, it's about getting all of those things to come together in our game that we feel really comfortable with. And once that's there, we'll be ready to commit to when things start and when they end, and whether that's annually, twice a year, what have you. So yeah, we've been hard at work on a ton of stuff, and we are really excited for you to point us at the right next stuff to tackle. Real quick before I go, there are players out there who are determined to make the game miserable for everybody. I feel like we have a pretty decent handle on the cheaters, though that will be an ongoing battle. But what we're doing less well is in disruptive behavior. I made a huge commitment here at launch, and I mean it. I have funded an entire team of humans to focus on nothing else, and you'll see their work rolling out over the coming months. But we could really use your help. Like any system, it needs data in order to get stronger. So please use our reporting tools and get us that data so we can make those systems even stronger than they are today. We're working on a way to let you know when your reports actually have an action taken on them, but in the meantime, please know we are actively restricting and banning players based on those reports, so please keep reporting those people so we can make the game a healthier place for everybody. All right, that's it from me for now. Thanks so much for playing the game. Thanks so much for hanging out and listening to me talk. Keep letting us know what you're looking for, and I'll keep popping in and letting you know what we're up to. Also, be sure to check out our Ask Valorant series. We'll use that space to answer questions submitted by you, the community, probably every 2 weeks or so. Thanks, everyone.